Hi, I'm Andrew Drane from Harcourts Hills Living, and welcome to another edition of my market update. And today I want to focus on two things, as this is my first market update for 2018. They are prices across Sydney and of course interest rates. Let's start with prices. There's been a lot of speculation in the press about the Sydney house prices, and yes, we have seen a slight adjustment in prices on the downside. And if you put that relative to the increase we've had over the last 5 years, it's quite minor. I think one thing that is really important to remember as well is that we do have a strong demand for property in Sydney, in particular in the hills. And I will reiterate again, in the hills we have a lot of investment coming in the form of Malfa, Sekasui House, some of the big developers, and of course this time next year we're going to have our very own train line. So we've got a lot of demand for property, which I think is going to keep prices in the hills fairly steady. Now, as it comes to interest rates, there is a lot of talk about interest rates increasing this year, and my belief is yes, towards the second half of this year, we will see a slight increase in interest rates. But let's put that into perspective. Even a 1 to 1.25 basis point increase in interest rates isn't going to have that much of effect on the budget of the average household. And even though a lot of commentators are predicting a weaker time for the Sydney market, the dip is quite moderate if you look at it in context to the rise I've had over the last 5 years. So we had 4 out of 5 auctions sell last Saturday at our first auction weekend back here at Harcourts Hills Living, and a couple of quite strong results with big numbers at those auctions. This Saturday we have well over 30 properties open for inspection and many more auctions in the month of February, and a lot of properties coming on the market over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if you have any questions about the property market, come and see us at Harcourts Hills Living. We're more than happy to answer any queries that you may have. Just a quick shout out for those people that made the effort to get to Bella Vista Farm on Australia Day. We were a sponsor at that event, and it was great to see many of you there, and thanks for coming and saying hello to us at that event. It culminated with myself watching Mental as Anything and the Rogue Traders, followed by some fireworks. It was a really good event. I encourage you to get there next year. Well, I'm Andrew Drane. Thanks for joining me for another edition of my market update. I look forward to giving you a lot of information this year as the market is changing, and it's very, very exciting here in the hills. I'll see you again next week.